Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Drew Lock, fourth quarter magic, Denver Broncos, big come from behind win. How'd they do it? We're breaking it down. Welcome to the QB School. All right, Drew Lock, massive comeback, mile high. Love it. Getting started right here with a massive 3rd and 16. This is what I'm going to call a variation, again, of 4 verticals. But really, it's just the 2 and the 3 running the 4 verticals at a 3x1 with a dagger and a check release from the tight end. Really well designed, nice play. This is Drew Lock, I think, at his best in the pocket, getting the ball out in rhythm with a great base, driving the ball down the field. Just an absolute laser howitzer. There it is. You can see the 2 inside verticals with the dagger right behind it. Get a chance to draw it up here, see exactly what I'm talking about. This is 3rd and 16. This is 3rd and forever. This is not a good down to be in if you're a play quarterback. And so the ball ends up going out here on that deep in. But when I say off a 4 vertical path, there's really only 2 of the 4 verticals doing the, and right here it's the number 3 getting across. So this is the first element of it, up and across into the other seam area, up into the seam. And really those operate as kind of double clears. So you get these 2 clears blowing through there, and then you get this in, and if for some reason that wasn't here, we get a check release, meaning that we're going to chip, and then we're going to get into the flat. So theoretically, this thing's going to drive these guys down with this check drag here, or check shallow. Now, does it really work in 3rd and 16? Probably not. This is just a great throw, great design, great speed, great route, strike. 1, 2, 3, base, strong, all the cleats in the ground, drive it. Great job. Give his team a chance right at the start of the 4th quarter. Really a massive conversion. Then 2nd and 5 here for the touchdown. Once we get lined up, we're going to get 2 double moves down here to the bottom. Touchdown, little nod. High back 5. No shock. Great catch. Again, giving yourself a chance here in the end zone. Your guy or nobody. The old Missouri hookup. But I love this because there are multiple options. This little 2 double moves to the same side. Something teams have been running forever. I can think of like almost Tom Brady throwing this back in the original Super Bowl for him. But again, just a little double move. I think he went to Patton maybe on the outside. But this is a great catch. Again, stick nod, high back 5. Nothing new there. But for me, it's the accuracy. It's the ability to drive the ball, put it exactly where you want when he has time to throw it. Again, beautiful catch. High back 5. Anytime you can jump while you're still in the logo, you're going to have a chance to come down inbounds. Talk about it all the time on this channel. But the scheme here is really what makes a difference. Shoot, he's jumping from the middle of the end zone. Still barely gets 1 cheek in. Really nice job in the red zone. Tight, condensed windows. Scheme-wise, both sides of the ball here, we're going to talk right here where the ball ends up going. This is just basically a variation of like stick nod. Just a little quick double move. Down here, we get the same thing, kind of like an out and up. So really, you get both these happening at the same level. When there's this route combination, usually you get someone in the flat. In case everybody falls off, you just flip it to the flat. Then on the other side, we get a little seam with a little short in right here. So again, the read usually is just 1 here, 2 here, on the little more extended out and up. And then a little outlet down here to the flat. And it really comes out beautifully. This is a common staple NFL play across the league. No, again, check his base. No heel click. When he goes to drive, all his cleats in the ground. Accurate, ball up, high back 5, strike. Halftime, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get the notifications, lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I appreciate the support for the channel. Then, if you haven't already, please check out the QB School tool. It is a fun, interactive way to work on play calling, how you construct different plays versus different coverages. It is mildly addictive, lots of fun. I appreciate you getting over, checking it out. The link is in the description to the video. Let's keep the video going. Next one here is one of my favorite routes, a wrap in right down the tracks. Again, ability to drive the ball with a clean pocket, accurate, and then letting your playmakers make plays in space. I love the fact that this thing comes out perfectly versus a number of different zone concepts in the league. And really the landmarks are really specific. You're usually in a condensed split at wide receiver, and you watch his footwork right here. All his cleats in the ground, right when he goes to drive it. Right? I mean, that's perfect. It doesn't get a cleaner shot for the quarterback school than that right there. All your cleats in the ground, driving it right into the window. You can see the defender. You got to throw this thing around his ear. It's called a wrap in a lot of offenses. You wrap it right around his ear. One more time with the footwork, because the footwork is really the key to driving these types of throws. Right there. All his cleats in the ground. Not toesy. Strike. But there are really important landmarks on these type of wrap ins, and it's usually right down the hash. So again, check 44. We're going to run a variation of these landmarks are really important. It is not recess. It's 6-yard hitch or pivot and this wrap in. And you want to get to that hash at about 10 to 12 yards. It's not a square in like recess. It's up, locked hitch, and wrap that in and get to that landmark on the hash when you're supposed to be there, and don't fool the quarterback. And it's really right off this guy right here. If he comes up and drives to that hitch, then you're going to have the wrap in. If he continues to get depth, you just put it on the hitch. So again, I love the concept, common, but still you have to execute it at a high level. Watch 44, there he goes. And there it is, right around his ear. Whoop. Excellent. And the accuracy allows the play to be developed and extended down the field because the wide receiver can catch and run. Really nice job. Again, comes out quick, dynamic when he can drive the ball and has time in the pocket. Just a really nice fourth quarter from Drew Lock. Let it roll. Big time. Everything but the dance moves probably. One more time, all the way around. Enjoy the wrap in. Timing. You can see the condensed split up top, inside edge of the numbers. Wrap that thing in there. Whoop. Boom. Get to the house. Just outstanding. And then finally, the last play here. Just get your quarterback on the edge, a little run pass option. This is a naked. We'll talk about the scheme here. There's a little nuanced thing that I think allows this play to work that we'll talk about when we watch it all the way back again. But love the fact that they gave him a chance on the edge to go make a play. Really play into your strengths is, I think, always the most important thing in these types of situations. Anthony Lynn can't believe it. Chargers can't hold a double-digit lead. It's all bad, that included. But I love the play call here, specifically battling, get a flag, come down here, and then get on the edge and allow your guy to make a play for you. Nice scramble landmarks. Seen more cheeks and shins get in this weekend than I can remember. But again, there's a really specific scheme element here for this play that allows this space at the very end at the front pylon. And it's a little bit of a tweak or twist on a play that we talk a lot about with this slide or sneak flat that everybody runs at every single level. But usually it's combined with what I'm used to calling a late flat. And that late flat wasn't there this time. It was kind of a shallow across the field. And so that really caused the opening for me on this slide. And what I mean by that is we're going to get a little motion. So the ball ends up going here. This is that sneak flat or slide here. But this play, when it's drawn up like this, usually is a corner, an over, and this sneak flat. And then also this player usually bangs the end here on what is called a late flat. So collision it to secure the edge for the quarterback and then sneak out. You see the Rams throw that all the time. Well, right here, everything that I drew is the same except there's no late. He comes all the way across on this kind of shallow drive. And when he does that, excuse me, it makes the defender on the sneak or slide have to bubble around. Now he bubbles around, that creates the space that we need to get to this flat. So when we get this space to the flat, he bubbles around. Then the other element of it is, for some reason, there's a miscommunication as far as who's got lock and who's got the flat. So when this sneak flat comes out, it's so clean that the force edge defender almost takes it like it's his responsibility when it's not. He's got the quarterback. Back here, he kind of gets confused and stutters his feet. And just that stutters his feet gives just enough space for the flat. So there's a lot of things moving around here. First, let's watch the short little in and out yo-yo motion, and then that drive across the field or the drag that makes that flat defender bubble. Watch him. See, right there, he has to bubble over that drive route. That's the first indicator. Now on the edge, now he's got to kind of play the flat because the flat would be wide open. But We've got two guys now going to the flat, nobody on the quarterback. Now watch the guy who's bubbled over the drive, I think it's 37, he stutters his feet just for a second right there. That little stutter of your feet right there creates a space for Drew to be able to come off this thing and get the completion. So they've got two on the flat, nobody on the quarterback. Then for a split second, they've got two on the quarterback, nobody on the flat. They just can't get right. So one more time, all the way around. Great job, push the edge, vision down the field. Great execution to finish it off. One more time, full speed for the win. Get your best player on the edge, let them do what they do, but there's also some design, some offensive architecture that allows you to be successful, and it is right here. So that's a wrap. Drew Lock, massive come from behind victory. Lots of really important Drew Lock type throws, driving the ball down the field, accuracy in the end zone, making plays on the perimeter, lots of good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.